January 10th, 2013. Today, January 10th, I heard a special, talked about it yesterday. Today was going to be the 150th anniversary of Britain's subterranean subways. When you think of subway, you think of, well, lunch. But I never rode in a subway. Subways all over the world. But theirs started out with, I think most of them now are electric subways. But they were, what do you call, steam engine cars. And they was talking about the smoke and soot and all that stuff that came along with it. 150 years of underground tunnel systems. I know New York has a mass selection of them. I got a chance, Miss and I went to Toronto, had a good transit system, had a subway that went north and south and east and west. I had to compliment them on your transit system in the metro, because it was really easy to get around. Travel in the subway, the old tile, give me images. When I think of subways, I got images of like a mimic down in the subway systems, and you hear that clicking noise of that creature that lived down there. Thinking of what's that movie? Matrix, when they was fighting down there and smashing each other against the tile walls of the subway systems. There was a real old movie I remember seeing, and it took place in Britain, England, and it was an old film, and they were digging like a new subway tunnel, and they came across this artifact, this old, it was like a crashed spaceship, and there was a lot of like paranoid activity going around. So when they found it, and the lights would be flashing on and off, and it was just really interesting how they kind of engaged themselves to try to access it, cover it, gain entrance to it. Once they did finally crack it open and get inside, they a couple of really old, just dried up aliens, as they had it in the time, but they found some type of recording device and played it. It showed like massive armies. These were like almost like insect-looking creatures. And there's this, when you think of the modern warfare, where there's just armies clashing against, but this was just millions of bugs just crashing against them, just fighting. They showed them racing across the scarred planet, and how they just kind of fought themselves into extinction. And one of them escaped in little pods and crashed many years ago, and we dug it up, and it was just interesting how it kind of you think of how man has fought. Maybe like the Civil War was pretty brutal. How man would fight against themselves. Like even just the Roman times, where people just march right into one another. How we depict different types of wars, where it's just man against man. But it was interesting show. I've never seen it since, but it made a big impression on me. I could take something and it would just kind of flash, and things make sense, even though it might be a different creature from a different time, from a different planet, but still have the same philosophies of how we handle things. But anyway, get back to subways. I know, like I said, it was interesting to hear that, but to experience it, to ride the subway. When we was in Toronto, we flew in. This was last year. This was his graduation present, was to go. There was like a 2-day rock fest, and we flew in Toronto, and we stayed at a motel that was next to the airport, and they had a shuttle, free shuttle to the airport. So once we got to the airport, we could take the bus to the transit, and then take the transit to the Fork, and either go to the concert park, or when we first got there, went downtown. So it was pretty interesting that you could pay just a couple of dollars and get anywhere in the city. You know, once you paid at the beginning, it would be the bus, then you had the free transit, and then that would give you access to the other transit, and got you about anywhere that you need to go. I was really surprised that we didn't have to use any other type of transportation besides transit system to get around. I know overhead transit system, Minneapolis has a couple of lines they just put in. One comes out from where we live, comes quite a few miles out of town, and will shuttle all the way down. There's one that goes from downtown out to the Mall of America, and I remember even living in Portland, and this was mid to late 80s, they started building a transit system. So it was, cities need them. It's just a way to get around. I seen this thing on the Twin Cities. They used to have a lot of electronic trolley cars for a long time, and all over the metro, from east to west. We were both kind of shocked of how massive and vast the electric car transit was. But then they just lost out to buses. The bus system takes over. Most modern cities now have a bus system that you get around. I remember being in Seattle and having to get to work and take the bus. It took, surprisingly, it took like an hour and a half. It's crazy, but just take the bus and ride it, and it got me out to one of the bigger malls, and I could work. But how we rely on transportation is interesting, and they were celebrating their 150th anniversary of theirs. So we've been digging tunnels in the ground for a long time now. I'm going to leave you with a song from Paul Simon. It's called Get on the Bus. No, it's 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, but there's a saying in there, Get on the Bus, Gus. And in the 70s, this was pretty popular, because I remember being bused. I lived in Oklahoma City, being bused kind of to the inner city, and had to get on the bus and take the bus downtown Oklahoma City. And this was a song that was popular then, and I could relate. Get on the bus, Gus. You don't have to discuss us. So I'm gonna leave you with that. And January 10th, 2013.